the channel. We're just going to do a quick basic repair on 3.6 engines. The oil cooler went out, and you can tell by those there will be oil down here in the valley. Kind of hard to see, but maybe you can see it on the camera. You can see it starting to puddle up down there. You can see that little puddle of oil, and it'll leak down the back of the transmission, and it'll look like a rear main seal, but it's not. So the basic tools you'll need: a little pick, 10mm, and an 8mm with a little 1/4-inch drive ratchet, and then there's a coolant line that runs through this cooler. Just need something to plug that off so you don't lose all your coolant. And you just kind of rip that up. And set it out of your way. And then we're doing this with basic tools so we can show you that everybody can do it with just simple tools. Loosen it up there. And then you got one that you need to loosen here. They're just little 8mm bolts, or you can use a flathead screwdriver. Get pulled off, and then you're gonna have a sensor right here. It's just got a little tab on it. The lighting's kind of bad right now. And if you have a better light, you can get this light from Harbor Freights. No, we're not sponsored by Harbor Freights, we wish. And then we'll switch over to your 10mm, and you're gonna have to take off the upper and the lower intake. You got a bracket here holding it on, and a bracket right back there holding it on. You just take 10mm and get it off. I'm gonna grab a wrench. It'll be easier with a wrench. Yes, not everybody has ratchet wrenches, but it does make a world of difference. And you just loosen it and take it off with your hand. There's one 10mm, and then the one right back here. I'll move the light so y'all can see a little better. One right here, you just gotta, want to loosen it up. You can get it off quicker with your fingers. And then it's gonna move to disconnecting some wires. You got one on the throttle body. A lot of these have like little lockers on them. You're gonna want to pop back. Try not to break them because they are a pain to replace. Get that one done. You got one right here you get off, and then you got vacuum lines that you'll have to take off. And you can see that when you've never done anything to it, it is kind of hard to get them off at first. And if you have a pair of pliers, don't grab it real hard, but just put it around it. Trying to get you the best quality of light so you can see everything. Gonna work it back and forth, break it loose, and then you can just work it off. Just like that right there. And then you got one more bracket right here, one more 10mm. Wrong way, oops. And the best way to get these little tabs off is just to pull them up like that right there. You got one, it sits right there, but they do make a special tool for it that makes it super easy, but I have it at work, but not here with me. Take a pair of pliers and kind of pull it out. See if I got a different. Pop that right off. Making a YouTube video. No, I'm just not starting on it. And then you got 8mm bolts you gotta take out of the upper plenum. That's Ethan, by the way. He put a nail through his foot yesterday when we were working on the abandoned bachelor pad. That's why he's limping around. Yeah, he cried, by the way. Yes, he did. Don't let him lie to you. His eyes got watery. He's a wiener. Don't let him lie to you. He went and got an x-ray and everything. So you got one here, one here, one here, and one right by the throttle body. This works for the Jeeps too, but they do have a different style plenum. They're going a different way. You got one right here that you got to get. One right here. One back here in between the groove. And it should be a little more. Oh, that may be. Then if you have a pry bar, you just want to kind of take it and pop the bracket back. Like such. You can bend them back in a minute. It's not majorly hard to bend them back. And then you can see it's loose. You do have the bracket over here that you kind of gotta watch. Keep it up at an angle, kind of slide it. And you can see I missed one bolt. I'm just gonna set it up, push it over at an angle. And then you got a line right here. Thank you, Andy. And then these are really hard to disconnect if you don't have a special tool for them. So you can honestly take it and set it like this. The Jeeps don't have that. It'll be a lot easier on the Jeep. This right here is just a cushion for your coils. You just want to move that out of your way. And then this wiring harness runs all over. You do just want to disconnect each coil. Well, I would drop that. The pick comes in really handy. Give me a pause for a second. Alright, sorry for that timeout. Dropped my flashlight, had to get it back. So then, gonna move to the fuel injectors. Go ahead and unplug those. It's got this little red safety pin. You just pop that up. And it's got a little button you push right there. You can see it, you can feel it. They're real easy to pop up. 90% of the time, they can be a pain. Pop each one of them up. We'll move to this side, like that one right there. Just take your little pick. Yep, we're gonna have one be stubborn. Save that one for the last one. Move around so you can see a little better. I guess I did the easy side first, of course. And you really want to try not to break these, but it is possible. Grab your trusty flathead screwdriver and just kind pull up. And then we're back to that difficult one. Kind of put it in there like that and pull up. That one is being 100% stubborn. You got these little tabs right here. You don't have to pull up, and you'll break those every time. Especially since I don't have my trim tool with me. If you can afford the extra $20, the trim tool from AutoZone works great. It'll help you work wonders. Just showing you with basic tools, anybody can do this. Like I said, you'll break every one of them every time. And back to that last injector. Yep. Broke it. There, once you get all your injectors done, continue removing these to get them set back out of your way. And this fuel line right here. There's actually a special tool for these that I do not have right this moment. Like I said, on the newer Jeeps, it's a lot easier. And honestly, we're going to try not to disconnect that. It'll be easier. And then you got another one of those rivets, whatever you want to call it. And set that back out of the way. And then back to the 8mm ratchet. These are not on there very tight because it's real easy to break this plastic intake. You just loosen them, 4 on this side, 4 on that side. These right here are for the injectors, so don't remove those. We should have a video out before long, giving you a quick update about the summer, about what we're gonna do. And then at the end of February, we have project car that we're kind of going to be revealing, that we're going to let Ethan drag race against Chris in his 84 Vet. Camaro, correct, sorry. He's got an 84 Vet and an 84 Camaro, so I get them mixed up.
I mean, I can race them in the Vet too.
I wouldn't put the Vet on the drag strip right now.
No, once I get tires.
Yeah.
Which, more than likely with this tax, I'm going to at least get 2. Or I could get all of them. Who knows? Oh, by the way, guys, Will is certified to do this.
Yeah, I'm a level 1 Mopar tech.
He's went to school for it. So
not level 2 because I don't have all my classes to be level 2. But everything COVID did do a lot, set us back a lot. And as you can see, we do have that small leak right there. This is your old cooler. This whole housing is what you'll be removing, and you'll need one special tool. I call them Inverx Torxes because this right here, it looks like an Inverx Torx head to me. But you have this sensor you want to undo. That is your oil pressure, and then you have your coolant sensor. That's also back here too. And then this line right here is the coolant line that I was talking about. That's where your vice grips and your rag come in. You just want to wrap this rag around it so you don't accidentally put a hole in it, and then take your vice grips and pinch it off. But we're not going to do that in this video because we're just tearing it apart because the parts are not here yet. So that pretty sums up the teardown process. This will be a 2-part video. We'll come back when we get the parts and finish wrapping this up. Thank you guys for watching, and like I said, we'll finish part 2, and anybody can do this. Go like and subscribe, and we'll have more content out shortly.